Super excited. And the next match, holding up to all the expectations also, is ScAtt versus Morpheus. And this is exciting because there's 2 Mega Mans on the screen.
I'm sorry. I was a little stunned to see Mega Man. I really liked that in this iteration of Smash that they improved his leaf shield a lot. So where it's not just like 4 individual leaves, it's an actual continuous hitbox, which is amazing.
Yeah, nice little change that Mega Man got. It is a little different, so a lot of the Mega Mans have been learning, trying to figure out the new things, right?
Right.
There's a lot to learn in this game for returning players and not, but we're getting right into the action.
All right, so we're just tossing out some lemons right here.
There's definitely going to be a lot of this kind of action, especially at the start. Both players trying to figure out what the other one's trying to go for.
Nice. So ScAtt just baited out a little bit of a forward air right there to get that grab.
I see many trades in our future here. But it seemed like the leaf shield actually cut right through the Crash Bomber, so that's an interesting interaction. Now Morpheus is caught off guard. This is bad.
ScAtt's got him off the stage, catching him on his fall with the up air.
And generally, Mega Mans will use their up B, the rush coil, before they jump because they can jump afterwards. But even so, ScAtt doing such a good job of keeping Morpheus in the air, and it's racked up so much damage.
Yeah, you want to reserve that double jump to allow yourself a little bit more of a detailed spacing.
Including also you can air dodge that after you jump. So
True enough.
Lots of mix-ups for Mega Man on recovery. Overall, pretty strong. Once again, Morpheus off stage.
All right, toss him off stage here.
ScAtt definitely not letting Morpheus recover for free, holding stage very well.
Definitely a match where stage control is entirely pivotal.
Yeah, absolutely. The positioning, the amount of stage you hold is so important. Right now we see ScAtt's off stage to see what Morpheus can do in this situation.
And that was a very nice confirm from ScAtt there, getting the Crash Bomb into, I believe, Metal Blade into forward air.
Even so, ScAtt is fighting back from the corner. See, Morpheus is just giving him the stage back.
No real need to give up anything.
Wow! Oh.
Okay.
Well, if you jump, you get hit by down airs sometimes.
You do. You do. It looks like he didn't snap the ledge because he wanted to do an aerial to grab that Metal Blade, and so he left himself vulnerable to that down air.
And Morpheus took advantage. So much damage from the leaf shield. You can just run into your opponent.
Seems like you can use it to kind of carry them off, carry them away from the stage, and get a little bit more of that stage control back as well. That's like free shield pressure, though.
Yeah.
You can kind of just stand there. It's like, hey, check this out.
Figure out what they're going to do. Pick an option. Let's see if I can read it. Morpheus at 160. It's getting scary now. Crash Bomber actually almost DKO'd.
Yeah, good thing he tagged ScAtt with that at the very last second.
Catching the jump from the ledge. ScAtt so good at covering his ledge options for Morpheus so far. Really, that's been a lot of the difference between the play. I feel like Morpheus has let ScAtt back onto stage a little easier.
Right.
And if you keep throwing them off stage, it's racking up damage little by little, and that eventually leads to a lead like this that ScAtt has now.
Is that you can see that it's a lot of small trades, whereas not like a lot of huge combos and punishes. It's all about just small battles to win the war.
Nickel and dime, absolutely. And ScAtt's winning that battle right now.
Got Metal Blade control. Wow, walking right through him with the forward tilts.
It's good for Morpheus here, but still down almost 70-60% here. These trades will really favor the player that's in the lead.
Right. There's not a lot Mega Man can do as far as huge punishes to get back into the game here. But we'll see what
Other than
Morpheus
maybe like
for.
an up tilt something shenanigan, right?
Right.
You read a roll or something. But even so, I don't think ScAtt is at the percent where that would KO just yet.
Yeah, Mega Man is a kind of a hefty boy there. 100% robot.
Morpheus doing his best job here, not getting hit by the KO moves from ScAtt. And I think he is actually pulling back the lead in percent. Although being off stage is not a great way to start. Catching.
I wouldn't say that's the best spacing for air dodge right there. He did leave himself vulnerable for that. But I think if Morpheus could manage to, you know, kind of keep him out a little bit longer, he himself get to that range where he can kill.
Yeah, it was really, I feel like, just all the ledge situations, right? We
like,
saw again and again ScAtt not letting Morpheus recover,
right.
sending him back off stage, you know, throwing him, grabbing him, whatever. And Morpheus was not able to get those connections when ScAtt was recovering. Right?
And with that, not only like are you winning with stage control, you're winning mentally. You're always keeping your opponent on edge, and they're bound to make like bad decisions.
It feels very bad when you cannot get the stage, right?
It's like, I just want my feet on the ground for just 2 seconds, please.
You want to play the game, you're just not being able to, right? So ScAtt taking the first game. Looks like we're going to stick with Mega Man's. Mega Men? Is that what we say?
Rockman.
So game 2 here is different stage. We got Town City. A lot more horizontal space.
Right,
here.
And we got some platforms here to work with, especially the middle platform. Actually, do these? This is no hazards.
No hazards.
Platforms transform out again.
They do not. They just stay here. But Morpheus already a strong start.
Right. Catching ScAtt where he's going to be rather than where he is.
That was actually a very interesting little interaction we saw there. Morpheus actually had ScAtt's Metal Blade, and ScAtt did not realize because they look the same.
Oh, right.
So ScAtt tried to throw his own and got punished for it.
Oh, wow.
So that is a little like mini game that these Mega Man players can play, right? If you can get your opponent's Metal Blade, you are in a fantastic spot, right?
You got 2, they got none.
Yeah.
Nice catch off that Metal Blade. Morpheus keeping a strong lead. Nice raw bear.
Yeah, catching ScAtt wanted to pick up his Metal Blade there, you saw, and he was a little bit stuck on that platform.
Morpheus having a much stronger lead and just having a better time in this game than the first.
Oh, the platform does go away.
Yeah.
Very wrong was we.
I think that the platforms transform, but they just don't move.
Yeah.
But more ScAtt, you know, characteristically keeping Morpheus off the stage until he could finally get enough damage to give him the killing blow.
Here we are back in this stage. Morpheus manages to make it back on. I was going to say, you see how the ledge trapping work in this game, but now it's Morpheus who's in commanding, but gets thrown off. That's the problem with these ledge traps. If you're too close to the ledge, it can get reversed so easily like that.
It's that risk, man. You got to take these risks to apply that pressure.
That is so much damage from a single leaf blade.
Is that like 20%?
Because it led into the forward air afterwards, too.
You get like 4 or 5 individual hits, and then you get the actual toss, and then the fair follow-up.
That is a little difference in style that we're seeing, actually. We haven't seen ScAtt go for those leaf blades nearly as much as Morpheus. Ledge again, misses the up smash, and there's very good punish. Of course, you can use tilts or jabs or smash attacks out of dashes, so that was one big buff that Mega Man got.
Such a great mechanic that they went ahead and added into Ultimate. Oh, that seemed like some questionable DI. I mean, he went straight to the corner, but he died a little bit earlier than I was expecting.
Yeah, see, ScAtt really is not getting as much out of the leaf blade because he's running through and throwing it early. You see Morpheus holding that leaf blade, just standing next to ScAtt, and racking up so much more damage than ScAtt is getting with his leaf blades. That could be the difference here. There, one time we see the shield pressure, but
it's going to be just a little bit harder to kind of a little bit different from Smash 4 to Ultimate, just because you can't run across your opponents in this game, and so you're always with Mega Man. You're definitely going to want to keep facing your opponent.
Yeah, and that helps the leaf blade a lot because you can just hold forward and they're stuck in their shield, or it's dealing damage constantly.
Yeah, I found it also helps with certain moves like Luigi's up B, Mega Man's leaf shield, just anything you want your opponent immediately in front of you.
Morpheus finds the confirmed Metal Blade into the back air. Still a very strong KO option in this game. We're seeing kind of all the changes of Mega Man. People weren't quite sure at the start, but these two players, you know, they've seen the differences. You have that dash up tilt we saw from Morpheus. We have the leaf blade changes that deals so much damage you can just run to them. The forward air killing we saw, right? All these little quality of life buffs that Mega Man got. He seems like a strong character in this game.
Right. He already had these kinds of tools, but they work a lot more clean in this game. Now, I think what I'm looking for here is a little bit more of a Metal Blade confirm game, where we're tossing out Metal Blades, we're following up with Fairs, following up with Pellets, kind of speeding up the racking of damage.
ScAtt looks like Battlefield was his choice. It's game 3, back and forth between Morpheus and ScAtt.
So we've got a color switch as well. So Morpheus is now the green, and ScAtt is taking the red. Could this be like some sort of like, this switching colors? Like, no. This is not the way.
Mistake.
I thought it was some sort of mind game, just like I'm you now.
Can you count it? Can you like ask to pick your opponent's color if you lose? Right? Is that part of the?
It's got to be just like whoever gets it first, and so it's like just that real scumlord move to just swipe that character color.
So like you said with those Metal Blade confirms, we did see Morpheus get at the end. They're switching back to the colors. It was a mistake. But I want to see if they can get each other's Metal Blades. We saw that once, right?
Right.
That puts you in such a good spot. Because then you can use theirs to Z-drop or throw, and then you can immediately follow up with your own. It also cuts off the option from them, right?
What's interesting about this Ditto as well is that you're going to see a lot of nullification of their moves against each other. Pellets are going to run into each other. Leaf Shield's going to eat Crash Bombs and Pellets and Metal Blades even.
Yeah, it's all really part of that. Nickel and dime back and forth.
Right.
These really silly interactions on the ground.
Not a whole lot of commitment here, just racking it up and seeing who gets the next kill move.
Morpheus back off stage.
No tech. Morpheus air dodges right onto the stage, gets grabbed once more.
This guy was just a little off on the spacing to that back air.
Trying to catch a 2-frame with the Metal Blade drop.
Surviving that back air, that's surprising. Now Morpheus in the good spot.
Complete ledge reversal, but wow, Morpheus catching that up tilt.
We talked about his confirms on the ledge the first game,
right?
Second game, picked it up a little bit. This game, reverses it, takes the stock.
He's learning.
Morpheus looking good.
So okay, so we got the jump. So with Morpheus's game win in the second game, it's basically he's gained ScAtt's power of stage control. A lot of good adaptation here. And once again, that Leaf Shield nullifying the Metal Blade, kind of making it a non-factor. Crash Bomb. The double get-up tech. And I guess in that position, Mega Man attacks left first, so ScAtt went ahead and won that trade.
They really do think alike, you know?
Mega Man players are all the same, right?
Now ScAtt at the ledge. Morpheus doing a good job keeping him out there, applying pressure.
The down air, that's such a juicy spike. Like, it warms my heart.
And especially against Mega Man, who, like we said, he tends to up B first and then jump up to the ledge. Right. When you jump, you are vulnerable to these lasting hitboxes like the spike.
I mean, you're still vulnerable during the up B, but like it's a lot quicker, so it's a little harder to get that edge guard. So I guess it is the mix-up and kind of the trade-off to using up B or jump first.
ScAtt missing the up tilt. That's going to be a big punish.
Down smash does do quite a bit of damage. So ScAtt, knowing full well that Morpheus had to come back onto the stage, and so held onto that Crash Bomb. Didn't even shield because he knew that once he grabbed the ledge, it was going to trade off.
Yeah, I actually didn't know it could transfer from the stage to the ledge. It's really interesting.
All right, just trying to keep him above, giving him a hard time to fall with the up airs and catching his falls with forward airs as well.
This is more of the ScAtt that we saw in the first game, really keeping Morpheus in that disadvantaged state. That might be the first dash attack we saw the whole set.
Yeah, Morpheus seemed to be caught off guard by it too, misjudging the distance that it would cover, kind of slowing his run there.
Morpheus in a dangerous spot, so dangerous here.
It's so amazing how quickly this has turned around into ScAtt's favor.
Leaf Shield putting ScAtt in a bad spot though.
All right, can we get this edge guard?
ScAtt waiting a little bit on his recovery, missing the down air. But
Wow.
the confirm, we talked about the Metal Blade
Right.
confirm. Morpheus finds it out in the air. Metal Blade to back air and takes the set 2-1 over ScAtt.
2-1 over ScAtt.